Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, students. This is video clip number 2 for the subject socio and psycholinguistics, and we were discussing lecture 3rd, that is definition and examples of language varieties. We have already discussed sociolinguistics concepts, and then we discussed what is variety, and then we discussed its background, and then we were discussing dialect in previous video clip. Basically, let's continue this concept. Dialect. Dialect is a specific form of a given language. This is like I have given you example. There is Urdu language. Urdu in itself has so many varieties. There is Punjabi language. In Punjabi we have so many varieties spoken in a certain locality or geographic area, showing sufficient differences from the standard of literary form of that language as to pronunciation, grammatical construction, and idiomatic use of words, to be considered a distinct entity, yet not sufficiently distinct from other dialects of the language to be regarded as a different language. So, if we talk about dialect, there are the speaker learns as his first language a particular variety of the language of his language community, and this variety may differ at any or all levels from other varieties of the same language learned by other speakers as first language. Such a variety of language is known as a dialects, and this determines the origin of the speaker or which region he belongs to. In China, for example, the people of different regions speak different dialects of a language community, but none of them has any resemblance to one another. But all these varieties belong to one single community, like Chinese. Though distinct, but they have some resemblance. Similarly, the dialect variety in modern Europe is provided by German, in which we have to recognize 3 or 4 different language community. So let's discuss the distinction between language and dialect. Basically, a language is spoken in a large area. It is a standard variety which has its own phonology, syntax, morphology, and it has its own prestige, its own status. But a dialect is one of the varieties under the language community. It does not have syntax and a formal form, grammar, and it cannot be accepted as a standard language, as it lacks prestige which the former enjoys. So, whether it is a language or a dialect depends on how much prestige one thinks it has among the people. And for most people, this is a clear cut matter that depends on whether it is used in formal writing. In formal writing, not informal. Under every language community range, there are so many languages spoken which vary often a few villages of the district. These languages are used generally in spoken communication, and one of the chief distinction between a language and dialect is the difference in size, because a language is larger than a dialect, and a language contains more items than that of dialect. Dialect may be classified in 2 varieties, like regional and social. Regional dialect is based on the geographical isogloss, and isogloss is a boundary line where one dialect area ends and other begins. This is boundary line. Regional dialect is a variety of language community which is spoken within a large geographical area. The study of dialect on the basis of the linguistic item and their variation is called dialectology. Remember, the study of dialect on the basis of the linguistic items and their variations is called dialectology. Since the 19th century, dialectologists who study dialects in Europe and the United States, they have been studying the geographical distribution of linguistic items such as pairs of synonyms, words, for example, or different pronunciation of the same word such as farm with or without the r, farm, farm. Such type of changes may be noted on the levels of village and towns. The other type of dialect is social dialect, social dialed. Besides the dialect differences on geographical basis, there are two main sources of extra complexity: geographical mobility and social class. The geographical mobility means people move from one place to another, and they taking their dialects with them, they are taking their language with them. Sometimes the people modify them in the course of time to fit them to their own surroundings and develop a new pattern. On the other hand, the second source of complexity is the social class. In the same dialect area, the speakers belonging to one social group use different variety of the dialect which the other group of the society in the same geographical area cannot use. For example, the people of the lower social classes of the same area have variations in their speech in comparison with the speech of the people belonging to the higher group. For example, in Britain, the people who have passed through the public school system typically have no regional traits at all in their language. This peculiarity is found only in Britain and not in other countries.